Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode number 6 of Let's Play EU4, Ahistoric England. So this is the series, if you have just tuned in, or rather for my own sake, just so I remember what the heck I'm talking about. We successfully beat France and forced them into a personal union. They are our witch, with a B. I'm sorry. I know that there are some people who are a little bit younger who watch the channel, so I do try whenever possible to avoid using swear words because, you know, it's only fair, I think. Meanwhile, Portugal is actually like pretty feisty. They are taking over Tangiers. We got called into it. I'm kind of ignoring them, sort of. I'm not really. Well, I've got full maintenance. I've kind of taken to just leaving that all the way up, generally speaking. We have fantastic income at the moment. We get quite a bit from taxation. One of the great things about not worrying about having land outside of the continent that you're in is that you get great production, you know, good stuff. I think we're gonna just keep playing now. Let's go. Oh wow, just like that, Portugal accepted peace with their former enemies, Morocco. So there goes the war. All done. Let's continue to bribe our dude because I want to keep him in charge. We are still, in fact, the Curia controller, so that is nice. England is currently in control of the Curia. So we have that extra advisor, the diplomat. Got a claim on our more. What should we do with our dudes? What should we spend them on? We've got a personal union. We've got our ally. As far as personal relationships go, we are capped out. Are we already improving relations with France? We are. One thing we could do for funsies would be to issue call for a crusade. We could call for a crusade, like for instance on Morocco. Too distant a target? What? That's crap. I don't believe that for a second. What about these guys? Oh. That's not cool. One time I was playing in a test game, and I was playing as Portugal, and just like, you know, the Curious kind of random at the very beginning of the game, and I played as Portugal. I got the control of the Curious, so I declared a what's it called? A crusade on Morocco, and there's lots of nice bonuses. You get tons of bonus morale for attacking them. So let's just play. Okay. So we got a good amount of money. That's good. We're making money each month. We got pretty much full maintenance going on. I like the idea of keeping maintenance very, very high now that I have seen how successful I can play when I don't forget about it. So I'm going to keep it like at least above 50%, I think, most of this playthrough. What do we want to do next? I would really like to get rid of this stupid 000 King Henry VI. He's terrible. Even this 7-year-old would be better than he is. Got our stability cost down. We're already at +2. Spy offense is not very good. Can we find anybody any better? All level 2s. Got that theologian. Have we already enacted the decision that requires a theologian? That would be if we did that thing against the papacy, which I don't want to do. We could do this one, the Advancement of Religion Act. This actually increases revolt risk. But tolerance offsets that, so as long as your religion stays good. See, look, we have 1% revolt risk. Should we convert these? Convert the filthy Welsh people? It does have vastly increased lower income because of that not accepted culture. Let's check the accepted cultures map mode. Yeah, so all three of these we need to consider changing. Seems to be tied to the base income of the province. So these ones are too high income. We can only do this one at the moment. Let's see. I've actually totally forgotten already what my plan was. We have not yet unlocked the administrative idea. We are not going to colonize because that's silly. That's something for Portugal to do. And by the way, I did play Portugal single player for a bit, and I just completely focused on colonization, no war. And oh my god, it's so much better. I am really looking forward to replaying the Portugal playthrough. Like, I had more income in 50 years than I did in 150 years. Compared to like the previous playthrough. So how are we doing on... we still got quite a bit of war exhaustion. But you know, revolt risk is down. So I think I'm probably just going to let it kind of tick down on its own. This war exhaustion right now is costing us morale. Core creation cost is higher. We'll just wait. It's fine. We're trying to improve relations with Austria. And Austria is probably not considered a friend. No. Where's Austria? Austria? How do you feel about us? You think I'm a rival? We're already almost capped out on improved relations. Alright, I don't think that that's going to happen, so I'm going to be more realistic or pragmatic or whatever the term is. I'm just going to cancel missions that I don't think I can do. Yes, 5 years from now, but I don't see them taking us off of the being a rival. Got some excellent leaders. We are not at our naval force limit. Let's check the numbers here. We've got 21 barks. According to my rules that I've determined, just based on rules that I've determined, I'm not allowed to have more than 50% of my ships dedicated to trade, so therefore I can have 25. So let's build 4 more. Build 4 more trade ships. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meanwhile, can we build any buildings? Of course not. And I do want to get an idea group, even though I don't want to colonize. I do want to do ideas. I want to I want to make Britain. I want to kill everyone. I mean, peacefully expand. What? Who said that? So our prestige is going down a bit. We have 100% legitimacy. That's great. Our manpower is still garbage. War exhaustion's reducing the rate that we recover it. Yeah, we need a long time to recover our manpower. 10 years, in fact. Although after the war exhaustion goes away, it'll take less than 10 years because we have good army tradition. 16.3% increased recovery speed. We're making money! Yeah! I love it. It's a profitable position to be in. We have that claim on Armor. Should we attack Brittany? Ah! That's just so funny. I'm thinking, should we attack Brittany? Should we attack them? Attack is always the best option. That's just hilarious. Occasional hostilities would erupt between opposing military schools. Attack is always the best option. Increased offensive. Land force limits goes up, discipline goes up, or let them come to us. Increased morale and defense. Morale can actually be used on offense, though, too. This lasts for 10 years. Land force limits, we are not anywhere near our land force, so I don't really care to bump that up. Although discipline would be nice. I think I'll take the .1 morale. I think it's silly that we lose stability for taking that, but, you know. Now this guy, yeah, I think I got that claim because of some thing, but I don't really want to attack Brittany, do I? Well, if we inherit France, then I guess eventually we would end up wanting Brittany, but, I don't know, would this be considered distant overseas? Are these considered distant overseas? No, they're not. Ooh, this one's not accepted culture either. We could spend so freaking much. So much diplomatic power on stuff like converting culture. Could just constantly do it. Yeah, I mean, it costs us manpower, it costs us everything. It's just something we have to get rid of. But then again, what do? Diplomacy is also how we maintain our shipping scores, our shipping ability. And I'd really like to get the marketplace and the dock and all that stuff. So let's just do it anyway. Let's go with I guess let's go with this guy because he makes iron. Is iron good? Iron's a good thing, right? I guess not. Iron's actually not that valuable, surprisingly. Base price of 2. Fish have the same base price. So we could go with iron. Oh, copper. Same thing, base price is 2. The reason I'm looking at what they make, as far as like trying to decide what to convert, is just because see, this is a base price of 3. I am estimating that the overall benefit that I'm going to gain. The cost to convert it is based on the tax of the province. The production of the province I believe is still affected. I think. No, I'm wrong. It's not affected by the culture at all. So it really doesn't matter. We'll just change the one that's the most likely to revolt. Which would probably be the distant ones. Let's go with the real expensive one. Or would it be better to go with the small ones because they convert cheaper? No, we'll go with 2 small ones because they convert faster. So a 3 and a 3 if we can find another 3. Yeah, that one. Okay, so we'll convert these 2 cultures first. That way in just 3 years we start to see the benefit versus waiting like 6 years. I don't want to wait that long. England's got money! Can we fabricate claims on, say, like Leinster, maybe? Let's attack Leinster. Should totally expand. Let's fabricate a claim. Fabricate a claim. Fabricate a claim. There we go. What? Oh, there we go. We want to fabricate a claim on you. We want to fabricate a claim on you. This is like playing Crusader Kings 2 right here. Fabricate claims on all the people. And we do want to continue improving relations in France because France is super important. The aggressive expansion needs to go away eventually. Relative power to liege. I don't like that. Means that they might try to get away from me. Let's, we're fully reinforced, but we have no manpower, but we also have more force limits available. I think I should probably make some more troops just to make France not get all uppity. I'm gonna make, we've got pretty decent ratio. Let's make a little bit more infantry. 1 more stack of infantry. How do you like me now, France? I got 1 more infantry. I'm a tough dude. I'm scary. Don't attack me. Don't revolt. If I lose that personal union, I'm gonna be really upset. Positive stability. I don't know if I want to spend that. Although it is really, really good. And it's only 135, which is really not that much. What do you think? Should we do it? These trade ships? Yes, they are. We will continue to patrol the seas. Group up my ships. Now we've got 16 of these little dudes patrolling London. And we've also got 9 that are patrolling Bordeaux. Perhaps we should consider pulling more from Bordeaux, actually. We've got 51 trade power there and 108 here. We're really, really heavily dominating this one. I don't think I need to patrol it quite as much. So actually, yeah, I'm going to try to pull some more of that from down there. I think that overall would be a better mix. So let's find the 16. We shall split them in half, and I'm going to take the half that's not, and I'll send them to protect Bordeaux as well. And so now this should jump up. As soon as they get down there, 74. Yep, we're pulling even more money up, and we should see, I think, I didn't test it, I didn't check, but I don't know. I want to take money from these guys. I think they're silly. Not making quite as much money, though. So maybe it didn't work. It's hard to say. Oh no, I heard the stability drop thing. Ah! Some superstitious fools. Oh, the old monarch is dead, so that's what happens. We lost our guy. We have a terrible, terrible Regency Council because our guy is too young, which means we can't declare war for like 6 years. Awesome. Sweet. And our legitimacy went down. And will continue to go down because of the Regency. Controlled cardinals. No one's going to take that. We can choose an event. Designate Calais as the staple port. At peace. Burgundy's opinion goes down. We gain 10 mercantilism. And Calais gets the staple port for the rest of the game. Increased trade power and increased local tax modifier. Calais is right here. The staple port. What does that move the trade zone or something? Interesting. Well, Burgundy already hates me, so I really have no reason to not piss them off, I think. Let's do it. So Calais is now the staple port. Exclusive rights to import English wool onto the continent. This has dramatically increased revenues from the port. I agree completely. It's a fantastic spot. We really need our guy to come of age. Get rid of that. I mean, the Regency Council is usually not that bad. This guy's not even going to be that much better, but at least somewhat better. My goodness. So Burgundy, you're upset, right? Designated Calais as a stable port. It's going to take a long time for him to forget about that. So yeah, when you're under a Regency, you can't attack. You can't declare wars. So for 6 years, we just kind of have to just plug away. We've got nothing to spend our single missionary on, so we'll just continue to... Maybe we should do this Defender of the Faith thing. Extra missionary, even more morale. We'd have to join a lot of wars we don't want to join, but... getting claims on stuff. I guess we'll fabricate a claim on this guy, too. And what do we want to do against Scotland? I need... Oh, he's actually getting sieged by rebels. Interesting. And I guess I'd probably prefer to have, what, Fife, Lothian... Fife? Why can I do Fife but not Lothian? I guess we'll go with, Fife. This is Iron Man mode, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that in this video. So that's why it's auto-saving constantly. Autosave! 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 So hey, it's actually improving. What do you know? Relative power to leash, though. I still don't like that. We've got more manpower, so let's get some more dudes. We'll go with, say, 2 more infantry and 1 more cavalry. Just going to keep on spending my manpower. I know that you should have some in reserve in case you are at war and you can reinforce. But I'm concerned about this... I want France to stay liking us. I think it's really important. And I also am really concerned about the possibility that we could lose them as a lesser partner in a lesser union. Let's do that. Because we really need that. That would be really important. Wow, what do you... Look at that. 0.5% reduces income by 6.9%. Even just the tiniest little bit of revolt risk. Should totally convert it. Hey, another claim. Or the other thing I suppose I could do is I could just, I have no idea what I was about to say. No diplomats to send. So as I train these troops up, does France get less scared of me? No, relative power to liege is still -10. Or, sorry, more scared of me. That's what I meant to say. Disputed succession, Portugal. The following countries lack heirs with a decent claim. Curious. Hey, Portugal. We would like to claim your throne. No, we're only going to do that with France. We're not going to go crazy. Can't be ridiculous. That would not be fair. And I suppose we can afford 1 more bark. Gosh darn it. Every single time you boost your freaking stability, it takes it away. Urgh, I hate that. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to take a little break here, but I will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.